Welcome to today's Explainer. We're looking at the kid from Auburn and the anatomy of a truly historic 61. I mean, just picture this. Imagine being 21 years old, literally just 1 month into your professional career, and doing something nobody has ever done before on the PGA Tour. It's wild. Let's get right into it. Okay, let's dive into this. 61. 10 under par. That is the magic number we're dissecting today. Out there on an incredibly steamy, still Saturday afternoon in Blaine, Minnesota, Jackson Koivun didn't just play well, he tied the 3M Open's 54-hole tournament record. It's the exact kind of jaw-dropping score that completely reshapes a tournament and leaves tour veterans just shaking their heads in disbelief. But honestly, it wasn't just the final number. It was exactly how he got there. 6 birdies, 2 eagles, 0 bogeys. An absolute bogey-free masterpiece. If you follow the game, you know that eliminating mistakes entirely while aggressively attacking the golf course is incredibly rare. This wasn't just a fluke of lucky bounces, right? This was total, undeniable control of the golf course by a rookie. Now, to really appreciate what went down on Saturday, we need to zoom out a bit. Jackson Koivun's ascent has been practically vertical. He goes from total dominance at Auburn University to finishing tied for 23rd as an amateur at the US Open just last month. From there, he immediately secures his tour card through the PGA Tour University Accelerated program. And now, in just his 3rd professional start, he's leading a PGA Tour event. It's a breathtakingly fast progression. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the sheer weight of his collegiate resume. It is staggering. He wasn't just good at Auburn, he completely rewrote the record books. 11 career wins, tied for first in SEC history, tied for 7th in NCAA history. But here's the real kicker. He became the first player ever to sweep all 3 National Player of the Year awards, the Haskins, the Hogan, and the Nicklaus. Not once, but twice. He's been a dominant force for years, long before he even stepped onto the pro stage. You know, most golfers face a grueling traditional route to the PGA Tour. We're talking qualifying schools, mini tours, years of just grinding. Well, Koivun completely bypassed all of that. He earned his card through the PGA Tour University Accelerated program by hitting a strict 20-point threshold, and he crossed that mark with a top 4 finish at the 2025 NCAA Championship. So he joins this incredibly exclusive club, becoming only the 3rd player to ever do this, right alongside Gordon Sargent and Luke Clanton. So looking at the anatomy of this record, how exactly did this collegiate phenom translate his game to a historic Saturday? Well, the underlying metrics are insane. He was first in the entire field in strokes gained total, first in approach, and 7th in putting. When you combine the absolute best ball striking of the day with top-tier putting, yeah, you get a 61. But the true magic actually happened on the back nine. Let's walk step by step through these crucial, high-pressure moments. It all started on the par 5 12th hole, where he reached the green in 2 and just calmly drained a 12-foot eagle putt. Step 2, the very next hole, he sinks a 24-footer for birdie on 13. He saw his name sitting at the top of the leaderboard, made a couple of mature pars, and then came step 3 on the par 5 18th. He hits a fearless 233-yard approach shot directly over the water to 14 feet and drains the eagle putt. Never in doubt. And this brilliantly illustrates what all that execution culminated in. 28, 8 under par on a single 9. That is the lowest 9-hole score in the entire history of the 3M Open tournament. Just think about the sheer focus required to execute shot after shot at that level of pressure, knowing your name is skyrocketing up the board. In fact, to put that blistering pace into even sharper perspective, Koivun played his final 10 holes in 9 under par. He didn't just get hot, he caught fire and absolutely refused to cool down. He turned what was already a really good round into a genuinely unforgettable one. Now, what is a 61 actually buy you on the PGA Tour? Well, a very comfortable 3-shot cushion heading into Sunday. Koivun sits at 20 under par, with veterans Emiliano Grillo and Ben Coles right behind him at 17 under, who, by the way, both shot bogey-free 65s themselves. But the ultimate looming threat is a bit further down the board. Because you simply cannot ignore the danger of the chasing pack, specifically this threat from below. Sitting at 15 under is Michael Kim, who is incredibly dangerous right now, coming off a historic 59 of his own on Friday. And sitting at 14 under, 6 shots back, is the world number 1, Scottie Scheffler. Scheffler woke up on Saturday with his own unbelievable back 929, which included a chip-in eagle on the 16th hole. And as we all know, when the world number 1 figures out how to make birdies coming in,
Absolutely no lead is truly safe. This whole dynamic is fascinating, and it's perfectly captured by veteran Emiliano Grillo, who is actively chasing Koivun. Grillo said, "These kids are playing better than ever. It's tough to keep up with them." That really hits the nail on the head regarding the generational shift happening right before our eyes. You've got a 21-year-old rookie setting historic paces, and the established veterans are openly marveling at the sheer talent of this incoming wave. So the crucial point here is the contrast in mindsets. While the veterans are totally amazed, what is the 21-year-old rookie thinking? Well, going into Sunday, Koivun literally just said, "You just got to keep your foot on the gas around here. No fear, no playing defensively to protect his three-shot lead." It's this ice-cold, hyper-aggressive mindset that proves he really isn't intimidated by the unprecedented position he's in.
Seriously, how does someone so young have that kind of ice in their veins? It all comes back to what we can call the Auburn advantage. Koivun himself credits his time at Auburn for this exact composure. He was consistently put in high-stress situations at national championships and elite collegiate events. Those pressure cooker moments taught him how to lean on his experience and just execute when it matters most. He's carrying the weight of a Sunday PGA Tour lead, sure, but mentally, he's relying on the exact same tools that made him a collegiate legend.
Which brings us to the ultimate David versus Goliath scenario for Sunday. We have a record-setting round, a three-shot lead, a young guy who has proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that he absolutely belongs here. But right in his rearview mirror is a dozen hungry players, including the #1 golfer on the planet. So I'll leave you with this question to chew on. Can a 21-year-old rookie, in just his third professional start, keep his foot on the gas and hold off the world #1 on a Sunday? It's exactly the kind of high-stakes drama that makes this sport so incredibly captivating. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I will catch you next time.